So Funk,
What?
those review things for that Wukong game starting to come out.
Lord,
Seems
one of
like
the
it is
bestest
a
games. It's getting good
buggy
reviews.
mess.
Oh, really? I got like
Yeah.
a 8 point something on games something.
The thing is, it's like they're saying it's a buggy, like it's a good game, but a buggy mess on PC right now. That's what they're saying. It's like the
Yeah.
same thing as Cyberpunk, but like they didn't give out PS5 games.
I just want that game to succeed since so many people want
I
it
was
to
seeing it,
fail.
dude. Like all the things, like they're like, yeah, it's a great game,
People
and
are wanting it to
but they're
fail.
like complaining
Yeah.
about the bugs are like you're falling through the
Really?
map during boss fights. Half the game's not
Yeah.
like translated and stuff like that. So like a lot of the text are gonna be popping up. The game's still gonna be in Chinese for a lot of the shit you need to find. There's like a
It's
lot of random.
hilarious.
It's just like the first time a Chinese company's coming out like a big major game like this. So
I just
everything.
the reason why I wanted to do well is because that's a company that's like going like, no, we're not doing the woke stuff, fuck you, and like that's why they're getting attacked. So like I really want this game to do good because like
I
it'll
think that
it'll
all started because of joke. Because a while ago, it's not even that they said we don't do woke shit. I mean, they're a Chinese company. Obviously, they're not for that shit to begin with. But they, someone complained, and it's funny because the review things are still complaining about it now. I don't know why they're going at it, but they're like, yeah, the game's gonna be bad because it doesn't have any gender inclusivity or any shit like
Huh?
that. And they're like, yeah, exactly. It's like it's about a myth. It's a mythical creature. You're playing as a fucking animal.
I don't know
Who's
what
trying
you're
to do
talking about.
stupid shit like that?
The
Like, why
the
are they even
the thing that's like going
reviewing
on
a
is
game that way? Like, who fucking cares about your fucking pronouns? Stop being a bitch.
so
God damn.
so from what I heard is different. What I heard is like there's like these companies that go and like they like muscle their way in and be like, yeah, you get bonuses. Basically why games suck so much is because and this is
I
not
remember you talking about this, and I know what you're talking about, and that's exactly what I mentioned when I said they came out with their own remarks about this shit. Yes, I know, but you said they don't have to listen to these people that are forcing them to do this woke shit. And I said they're not being told by anyone to do any woke shit in the first
yes
place.
they are.
No, they aren't.
It's an incentive.
It's not.
It
What?
is.
No.
If you let me
It's all
finish, I can
Chinese stuff.
explain to you, but all you do is say no. Like I don't understand
You've
why you
explained it like
don't
three
get
times
what I'm
over.
saying.
I do get what you're saying.
No,
I don't
you're
want to be
not.
wrong about it.
Cuz I'm trying to explain it.
Fine, explain it a fourth time a different way.
No, okay, I'll add more information to what I'm saying, okay?
Please do.
All right. So you're saying they're not forced. Sure. I
No,
guess no one is forced. You're right. But there are
no, I'm saying they aren't.
incentives. How does this work? I'll show you how it works. Oh, no, not show you, but tell you. Right? They do this not just in the gaming industry. They do this everywhere. So the game is this, right? They do this with all the companies. They're doing this with the movies as well. Okay? They
So now
they
you're explaining a whole background thing on shit we know and not the situation that we're talking about in the
this
first
is
place.
literally the situation that I'm talking about, and this is why when you're saying like, well, China owns everything and this is that, it's a mute point. I was like, you saying it's a mute point doesn't just refute what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, it's all I'm saying is like, oh, I want this game to succeed because this is they're not doing the thing, and hopefully more people will follow. Right? That's basically my point. And you're just like, well, it doesn't matter because they're Chinese and
What's the
blah
thing
blah.
though?
The, what do you mean? What's the thing? Explain that.
Adding the gay shit is what you're saying?
Okay, so what companies do is they have incentives. They're like, okay, if you put all the stuff that we want, we're gonna give you a bonus on top of everything, right? And that's why these games do it because even if the game fails, it doesn't really matter
Okay.
because they're all
Can
getting
I
money
All
stop
in the
right,
you
back
right
end.
now,
there?
yes, see, because that you
Stopping
said that
you
nine
right
times already,
there.
I didn't
We're
say that 9 times.
literally no. That's the thing, bro.
and
You're
our
not
point is
listening to
no
what
one is
you're
telling
saying.
them to do that because they're not being approached or approaching any companies like that for this game in the
Yeah,
first place. That is
because
my
it is
point.
a Chinese
Everything
again.
through and through
What
is
you're
Chinese
talking
with this
about
game.
is
Doesn't matter if
Western
they're in
shit.
China. It doesn't matter if they're in
It does
China.
matter
No,
because
I'm
you can
saying
go
I'm
look
not
at
talking
every
about that they're in
Chinese
China.
game,
I'm
bro.
saying the developers themselves, the publishers, all the marketing outlets, everything they're dealing with is through Chinese Asian things. They're not dealing with any of the Western market or any
They
of those
are.
companies that deal with the woke shit. That
Yes,
is my
they
point.
are.
That's
They're
what
literally
saying.
being they're being interviewed by us. What do you mean they're not dealing with Western
Dude, they're not
markets?
being
That makes no
interviewed by us.
sense.
Dude, they're not being interviewed by us. Random fucking journalist outlets are just pulling random shit everywhere and saying things. They're not being interviewed by anyone.
So they're not selling their game here?
No.
They're not?
That is the thing.
We can't buy the game here?
Listen. You can buy the game.
Okay, so
But
they're dealing with Western markets?
Listen.
Is that what you're saying?
No. But
Listen,
what you're
retard.
saying
They are
is,
The
not
fuck,
selling
man?
physical copies at all. They are not selling physical copies at all. You can't go to a store and buy this game.
What
You
does
can
that
only
have
buy
to
it
do with
digital.
anything? Oh my
But
god.
listen, because I'm telling you, they are only selling it through
Digital? Yeah, I know.
marketplace digitally,
Uh-huh.
PS5,
Yeah.
which is owned by guess what? The Asian marketplace,
Japan?
and on PC through their
Because Asian marketplace isn't a
Asian
thing.
marketplace.
It's owned by Japan. You can't just lump them all together. Sure.
It is, dude.
What?
Is literally the whole controversy around this game right now is the fact that they're avoiding all this Western market shit.
They're not avoiding it. They're avoiding commenting. They're not
No, they're
avoiding the
literally
Western
avoiding
markets.
Everything. Dude, it is. That is the whole controversy.
Okay. Oh, they're...
All these companies right now are getting pissed and talking shit about the game because they're avoiding them. They're not giving them review copies of the game. They're not talking to them about shit. And that's why people are all skeptical about this shit. That's why all the negative shit's stemming from them being shady. It has nothing to do with woke shit or any of that shit.
and they wouldn't even add that woke shit in their game anyway. So like,
Point.
Anything that
Is that the point if they would or wouldn't?
Publicity.
but you're talking about because they're not trying to listen to the big companies.
And no one's
companies
doubting
think
what you're
they're
saying exists.
agenda.
It just doesn't apply to this game.
Man,
Is that
I
what
make,
Yeah, it
like, a
definitely
simple
does.
fucking statement. Everyone always jumps down my fucking throat, right? And when anyone says
We're not
anything fucking
jumping down your-
stupid,
No, we're not
right?
jumping
All the
down your
fucking
throat,
time,
dude.
no one says a fucking word.
We're-
And I
we're
just
not
say
jumping down
things.
your
wrong
throat.
about
We're
And I
just
say
trying-
things, and it's just like it makes clear sense in my head, but for some reason, you guys deliberately
Dude,
like make sure you
what
try
you
not to
said
understand what I'm saying.
again, because you don't listen.
I'm listening loud and
What
clear.
you said is correct. It exists. It just does not apply to this game.
Why?
That company.
That you see what I'm
I
saying,
did
dude? That
say-
part is what's killing me. You just say things. Explain your fucking work.
I did
Because
explain
we're
it 9
telling
times,
you,
but
because
apparently
it's
your
a
brain is too feeble to
Chinese-based-
understand.
How does that make sense?
What makes sense is they don't fucking care.
Dude, their policies don't apply the same way ours do.
Because they're not
Dude, how many
America.
different countries make games that aren't China?
Yes, and they, you know what? They conform to all these other things that you're talking about.
I'm just asking a question. How many different countries? Like a lot, probably?
Plenty.
Yeah,
Plenty. You know what
okay.
the other
Do you
kinds
think
of countries,
China's
you know what, they
like...
do the same thing as
Wait,
them.
I'm trying to ask you something. Do you think
Those
China
Chinese
is the
games
only...
never come out.
Hey, alright, you talk. That's fine.
Like, serious, there's a reason why there's like no Chinese games ever coming out.
And the only time you can buy them is on fucking basically Steam or some other
Like,
random ass fucking.
no, they're all like gambling games, like the fucking
Yeah. But
whatever
like,
that shit is.
like, he's talking about big fucking like, bro, they don't give a fuck about those big fucking companies.
It doesn't... That's not
the
my
Western
point.
market. Them
Like you're
motherfuckers
you're
over
not
there.
wrong. Like yeah,
care
there's all
about
these
that
other
That's not my
there's all
point.
these
That's
other
not my
countries
point
that
at
release
all.
games
He's talking about
everywhere and
other
all this stuff like
countries.
that. Blah blah blah. We know that. It all exists with all these other things. And our whole point is the Chinese and their companies don't give a fuck about that shit and they avoid
Yeah,
it.
I've always
not-
known that. That's
They
not my
don't have
point.
to deal with it. They don't even have
But-
to deal with it. They don't get approached by
But
that
you,
shit in the
but
first
you
place.
stated
They
that
100%
they
get
were because they're-
approached.
What we started doing to them because of all the other shit that's been going on with us doing all the shit with our economy with them, like putting all the fucking blocks on shit. When their companies and stuff that we still do business with and shit want to buy tech from our companies and stuff like that, we give them all our old tech and stuff now, and old computers, old technology, machines, everything.
Anything that I'm saying.
I'm telling you, like, this is the state that we have in a relationship
Are you
with this
trying to tell me
country.
that we're not in good relations with China? Because I know that.
Yes, I know, but I'm saying that that approaches on business on all sorts of levels, even when it comes to gaming and shit like that, which is technology.
China plays ball with us.
Yes, they do, and I just said they still do. But right now we're at the point where we're giving them old shit. Like even when it comes to basic computers and stuff like that, they're getting the shit from 2008, 2010.
That
They're not
doesn't
allowed to
mean
get anything
anything.
newer.
What does them having
Does
old
it
shit
mean
have to do with anything?
because they rely on us when it comes to trade for all these stuff and business partnerships and stuff like that. When you want to share stuff, you're usually sharing the latest technology, trading with the latest technology, the latest goods. You're not giving people old shit.
You've lost the plot, man.
Dude, I know I went off subject. I'm just explaining because you like to go off the subject a million and a half
Not
times.
really.
I'm
I'm
doing
trying to
is
keep
you
it
off the
here.
plot. Like I'm letting you know we have a shitty relationship with this country. So these companies and people that you're talking about that try to force the woke shit and stuff aren't doing that with people in their country to begin with. And mainly
It
because they're not
doesn't. None of that
releasing shit like
matters.
this in the first place.
None of what you're saying matters to my point. Mine was a very simple statement, and it's still true. It doesn't matter what you say about it. Let's just say this, okay? Let's give you the benefit of the doubt, right? Let's give you the
What is your
benefit.
simple statement? Say it. No. Say your statement.
My statement. No, I'm gonna say it. Let's take
No,
the
what's your simple, true statement?
what
Say
I said.
here it is,
What
say
I
it.
said before. It's very
What is it
simple.
now? Say it. Because no.
Just
said
let
you
me
didn't lose
just
the
let me
plot. Say it.
explain,
What's your
right?
statement?
So
No, I want to hear your statement that you said you didn't lose the
you
plot.
I already said it, man.
No, I don't want to hear I already said it because obviously it doesn't sound like you remember it yourself right now if you're not saying it.
It's just
You don't even know your own point.
okay. I don't know my own point, dude. Is that really what you think about it?
I mean, you're not explaining it. I asked you.
Because I was trying to explain something else, and then you're trying to force me to do something when I'm in the middle of doing something else. If you want me to reiterate, right?
Huh?
Let's fucking do this. Okay. Very simply, I said, it's cool. I want this game to do well, right? Because they're doing the whole thing and they're not listening to the people. And that would give maybe other people to be like, oh, we don't have to listen to them either. And that's good.
So how is me saying that they don't have people telling them to do this shit in the first place not
Okay,
explaining
and I
anything to
was
your point?
just about to explain that when you made me reiterate. Okay, so here goes to my point to what you just said. And I was about to say, let's give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's say no one approached them. Let's give you that. No one approached them. Nobody. Nobody from America, absolutely no one approached them. My statement still holds true. Because it doesn't matter if someone did or didn't. The story about it, right? And what everyone is saying, more or less, is what I said. And if it's not true, who gives a shit? Because my point still stands. If someone approached them or didn't approach them, their narrative is, these people aren't fucking with them. We're gonna make our own game the way we want it. Still good messaging. Regardless
Yeah,
if
well, that's
someone
not-
approached
that's
them or
not what's
didn't
happening,
approach
like we
them.
explained before.
Like, what the fuck, man? My statement is still true,
You know,
regardless
no,
of all the
no,
other
here's the
bullshit
thing
you just
what we
said.
were saying before, because you ignored. This is literally the first when this conversation first started. This is literally what we said in first response to that. Is that controversy that you're talking about doesn't exist in the first place? Remember, I said that was random troll shit that started that. No,
Yeah, I don't
none
believe
of that
you.
woke shit even exists around this game.
I still don't believe you. I was just saying, let's give you the benefit of the doubt.
I know you don't believe me,
So
and that's where this whole thing is stupid to begin with. 'cause
it's not.
none of that shit.
No,
like,
it's stupid because I can't see a simple statement.
when you have a huge when the Chinese market, these Chinese people are finally releasing a big game like this for once.
Uh huh.
What is a better way to stir up some marketing and some fucking eyes on their game, especially with the fucking people in America and Europe and shit like that? Oh, anti-woke propaganda. So when they see trolls on the internet saying shit like that, they roll into it and make statements and stuff like that. No, none of
Okay.
that shit's happening.
You could again. Okay, so again, if that is what's happening, right? Let's say that is happening. Let's say they're doing the GTA route and going like, hey man, our game's gonna make people kill people, and then people buy their games. Still a genius route, still a good idea, still good. What's the word? Messaging.
It's not good messaging.
Yes, it is. Because even if they're lying, they're still getting eyes on their project. That's not even my point.
Yeah,
Who
that's
cares?
not good in messaging.
It is good
Releasing a
messaging.
non-broken game and not lying about your game is good messaging.
What are
Not
they
saying
lying
are
about?
lying about their game. I said not that they are lying about their game. I'm just saying that's what good messaging is. Having an honest product and a working product.
Yeah, but
Not
if
avoiding
you're
not avoiding any press of your game and not releasing details on the product of your game that you are
But
releasing.
what's
especially on a
avoid?
whole
First
console
of all, from what I hear, what they're avoiding is just like them being mad that they're not that they said something. Let's just say what you're saying.
They literally haven't showed a single gameplay clip, haven't said a single word or anything about
have.
the PS5 or anything at all yet. No, they
They
haven't.
showed boss fights. That's a gameplay.
No,
clip.
they haven't. Everything's been on PC. They haven't said anything about the PS5 yet. They haven't even handed out review copies. They haven't had any demos. No
Yeah,
one's
it's probably
even,
not good on
even
PS5.
That is the whole fucking point.
But it's
That
not
is
my
the whole
point. That has nothing
controversy
to do with
around
me.
this game. Dude, that is the whole entire controversy around the game. Everything that you're talking about with all that woke shit, all this shit is starting from all of this kind of stuff. With them being a shady Chinese company, doing these kinds of things, avoiding all this shit about their game. And then buying into all the other publicity of saying like, oh, anti-woke shit, just going into all the shit they see on Twitter.
No, from what I see is they're going on interviews, right?
It's not interviews.
They're talking to somebody, right? And basically it's just like random game journalist people, and like
It is that, and that's why I don't
they
think any of that
they
shit is
didn't
real.
like what they said before. From what you said, they said something or made a joke, right? So that started from there, and then they just started just making up accusations because they weren't playing ball like they wanted to, and they were just like, oh, so we heard you fucking have sexist shit in your offices and blah blah, and they're basically trying to do like the whole Blizzard thing, or what happened was it was Blizzard that was doing. What was the company?
Yeah, Blizzard and some
So
other
so
company.
they're basically trying to have a story like that on them, and that's why they're like
Yeah, I know.
refusing to answer. Like that's most of the controversy. It's not about like people. I've never once heard that they're just like people are mad because they don't want to show game clips. Like never
Dude,
once.
that's exactly what those people are doing. People are trolling them and doing all that because of this. Because they're avoiding. These journalists that you see that are attacking them with this are journalists that are angry that they didn't get review copies because they live in America.
Okay. My point still stands. The narrative is that they're not fucking with them. I like the narrative.
It's all because it's Chinese shit. That's all it is. It has
It
nothing
doesn't-
to
I
do
don't
with
care
any
about
of,
the
like,
truth. If
good
you've
business
noticed,
shit,
right?
Sending good messages.
Have you noticed that I don't care about the truth? I just want them to be done. I want this shit to pass. If we need our own Jesse Smollett on our side, I'm cool with that. Let's fake it till we make it, boys.
The fuck are you saying?
You're saying that they're lying and they're trying to get publicity. Okay, that's what Jesse Smollett did. I'm saying if we need to Jesse Smollett this, I'm cool with that. I care more about the messaging, not about the rest of the other bullshit.
There is no messaging. Then how is? what is the
Okay, then I
messaging?
got the message from nowhere and I'm making it up.
No, I hear what you're.
The
what
fuck?
you're
What do you
saying.
mean there's
The
no
message that
messaging?
you
I hate
got,
when you
but
say
when
shit
did
like
they
that.
ever portray-
So
No, I
fucking
said
annoying.
My whole point is when did they ever portray that message?
What?
When did they ever portray that message?
Betray
And
what
I'm not
message?
talking about their stupid them. The message that you received. When did they ever portray it?
Bean, that's the message that's out there. That's the message
They're
I
not
picked
putting
up.
any fucking message out there in the first place.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck he's talking about. What you're talking
He's
about.
a because he think I don't know, dude.
no,
He's just like I can't.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
He's following shit on Twitter and stuff and
I'm not
troll stuff
following
and
shit
things
on
like
Twitter.
that. It's-
Okay,
this
is the message on Twitter?
No.
Am I
but I'm
picking
saying-
up a message? This is what I'm saying. Like, oh, you're seeing it on Twitter. What am I seeing on Twitter? Is it a
I'm
message?
just talking. I'm just.
What the
talking
fuck,
about you,
dude?
how you're going and
That's
saying-
crazy.
I'm not saying you're actually.
What am I? No, can you
I'm
answer
just
me?
saying it's
What am I
Twitter.
seeing on Twitter, Sean?
Twitter fucking nonsense.
Oh, it's nonsense. Is it not? Is it like a messaging that's nonsense? Am I getting nonsense messaging?
All Twitter nonsense.
What is it? What's the nonsense exactly? Can you be more specific? What am I seeing on Twitter, Sean?
Your message that you received.
Okay. The message doesn't exist. I'm seeing it on Twitter. There's no messaging. The message that I'm seeing on video on YouTube's by countless fucking people, I'm not looking at it.
Oh, those
I don't fucking see it. There's no message.
Guys. Oh,
YouTube
What the
guys,
fuck are you
that-
talking about?
That explains everything.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, what explains everything? I'm literally saying, I like the narrative is good, and you're like, the narrative doesn't exist. I tell you, oh, it's on YouTube. That explains everything. The narrative you're looking at is on YouTube. Yeah, the narrative I like.
narrative that you're getting, dude, is created by social media.
What
and
the
nonsense,
fuck?
so,
Yeah, that's where everyone gets their messages from.
yeah.
Yeah.
The reliable source.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like looking at narratives on social media. Yeah, you're right. We all do that.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of us.
The fuck?
I don't take anything.
Where are you
every
getting
episode
your
from media
messages
to
from?
heart
Your
like
mom? Is she texting it to
you.
you?
Definitely not.
On your
from
phone? Where are you
neck
getting your fucking shit from? Not social media? Are you retarded?
Definitely not some neck beard in their basement.
Oh, yeah, they're all neckbeards. You solved it. Everyone on YouTube's a neckbeard, man. You fucking got it.
Pretty much.
What the fuck, man? It's like, it gets annoying after a while. You're just telling me, like, the sky's not blue. Okay.
Oh,
I'm like, it's fucking blue, bro. It's right outside. I'm
I
looking
don't,
at
I
it.
don't take anything.
What the fuck are you
every
talking
day on
about?
YouTube
Don't
to
tell
heart.
me
I
that it's
don't
not
at
there
all.
when I'm seeing it every day. Are you CNN now? Did you become
Dude, I
CNN?
can look up on YouTube angry people about fucking games
That's
and
insane. I'm
leave
just
their
saying a
opinions
simple
like it's
statement.
gold.
I like the messaging that's out there. There's no message. When I see it on YouTube, well, that explains everything. Look at that message you're looking at.
Yeah, I see the message on YouTube, but other people.
Fuck, man. I like the
They're right.
messaging.
Yeah, I believe
Simple statement. You're telling me that it's not there.
Dude, I said they didn't
Wait.
create that message. I said social media did. You obviously just don't listen.
We
So-
all are on social media. We're all getting our messages from there.
Actually, no.
Where are you getting your messages from, Sean?
Most certainly not on YouTube.
Okay, where? I'm asking you a question. I didn't ask where you're not getting it. I said, where are you getting your messages from?
The internet.
The internet. Okay, be more specific.
No, I'm
Is it
happy.
like
It's
Reddit?
literally.
Maybe
It
Tumblr?
could be anything.
Are you
It could
on
be
TikTok
anything.
today? Where exactly are you getting these messages on the internet?
Your mom texted me them actually.
My mom? I asked your mom if she said it. Oh, it's my mom. I was so close.